The 14th of October 2017, Mercedes non-executive chairman Niki Lauda says the outfit threatened to bench Lewis Hamilton or Nico Rosberg in the wake of their infamous first-lap collision at last year's Spanish Grand Prix. Hamilton joined Rosberg at Mercedes for 2013, but their relationship soured over the course of the following campaigns, as Mercedes' dominance left the pair as the sole title protagonists. A series of flashpoints reached their peak on the opening lap at the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya in 2016, when they made contact on the run to turn 4, leaving both out of the race. In an interview with Graham Bensinger, Lauda has revealed that, during the fallout from the Barcelona clash, Mercedes warned the pair that they could be released from their contracts. At the beginning everything was fine, but as it got more competitive they both got more against each other. As the last 3 years, we had the Mercedes car which was quicker than any other car, Lauda said. We had huge competition between the team, which in the end was sometimes too much. We put some regulations in. We told them, especially in Barcelona, when they crashed each other off, this is unacceptable for Mercedes. We have to win. One of you guys has to win. You cannot have each other off. We have some rules put in. They understood. You are not allowed to collide. You have to pay penalties if you do it again, or we're thinking of releasing you from the contract, because we're team players here. The team cannot destroy each other. Toto Wolff came up with some good rules and in the end we had peace again, fought hard and the accidents got reduced between themselves. Rosberg went on to win last year's title before retiring from the sport, with Valtteri Bottas recruited in his place. Latest news: 1712 F3 1710 Callum Ilott dominated proceedings to lead a Prema 123 in the second race of the European Formula 3 finale at Hockenheim. His F3 1512 European Formula 3 champion Lando Norris reveled in a special title triumph, after securing the crown in the opening race. F3 1446 Marc Marquez believes his abortive move to slick tires and damp conditions during qualifying for the Japanese Grand Prix could. Motor 1326 Watch highlights from qualifying for the 6 Hours of Fuji, the latest round of the World Endurance Championship campaign. WEC 1306 Yamaha's Valentino Rossi says he was lucky to avoid injury after crashing during the 4th practice session for the Japanese Motor 1202. Next weekend's United States Grand Prix will feature an unusual occurrence, with a Formula One team, in this case Toro Rosso. F1 1149 Carlin celebrates the achievements of McLaren youngster Lando Norris after the Briton becomes the first of its drivers to claim F3 1128 Take a look at the circuit safari during the World Endurance Championship round at Fuji Speedway, as spectators enjoy a bus. WEC 1029 McLaren-backed Lando Norris has been crowned FIA European Formula 3 champion after finishing in second position in the opening. F3 1006 Mercedes non-executive chairman Niki Lauda says the outfit threatened to bench Lewis Hamilton or Nico Rosberg in the wake of F10906 Tech 3 stand-in Coton Ozane's Moto race debut was in doubt after he sustained a hand injury in a fall during practice for the Moto 656 Moto 655 Tech 3's Johann Zarco claimed his second pole position of the season in damp but drying conditions for the Japanese Grand Prix. Moto 532 Haas explains the logistics involved in moving its cars and staff from Japan to the United States, along with the Advanced C. F1 1916 F1 1911 Brendan Hartley will make his Formula One debut at the United States Grand Prix next weekend after receiving a call-up from Toro. F1 1722 Toro Rosso has confirmed that Brendan Hartley will make his Formula One debut with Toro Rosso at the United States Grand Prix. In F1 1612 Alan McNish, a 3-time Le Mans winner and now Audi Sport Apt Schaeffler's team principal, gives an insider view on what FA 1438 Jorge Lorenzo expressed relief after escaping from a heavy collision with Cal Crutchlow during first practice at Motegi that he, Moto 1305 Fernando Alonso will run a tribute helmet at the upcoming United States Grand Prix, based on the design he used at this year's F1 1219. Alex Rins and Andrea Iannone trialed Suzuki's all-new mustache fairing during Friday practice for the Japanese Grand Prix. Moto 1156 Fernando Alonso says he is still working out some details regarding his 2018 racing plans, hinting at a 24 Hours of Le Mans. F10959 Niki Lauda shares his memories of befriending and competing against James Hunt in Formula One, during an interview with Graham. F10946 Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel needs miracle to beat Mercedes rival Lewis Hamilton to the 2017 title, but won't give up in his F1 0817 Lewis Hamilton has been announced as a mentor and maestro who will lead and guide players in the upcoming Gran Turismo Sport. F1 0722 Motopo 719 Andrea Dovizioso set the pace on a wet opening day of practice for the Japanese Grand Prix, as Ducati teammate Jorge Lorenzo. Motopo 532 IndyCar runs through its newly announced 2018 calendar, which will again feature 17 races, but with Portland International. Indy 0206 Formula E organizers have revealed the track layout for the inaugural Santiago E-Prix, alongside a demonstration run on the FA 1935. IndyCar's calendar for the 2018 campaign has been announced, with 17 races retained, but Portland International Raceway, Indy 1524. Carlos Sainz Jr. talks about his time at Scuderia Toro Rosso and his relationship with fellow Spaniard Fernando Alonso in this. F1 1324 Bradley Smith says the support from KTM hasn't ever wavered amid his struggles this year. In the wake of the manufacturer, Motopo 1121 Tech 3 has drafted in code Nozane to replace Jonas Folger for this weekend's Japanese Grand Prix. Nozane, 21, has competed. Motopo 1006 Mark Priestley dissects a Formula E chassis to explain how the drivers are kept safe and supported while racing wheel-to-wheel. FAO 942 McLaren-backed Lando Norris is hoping to conclude his Formula 3 campaign with a hat-trick of wins, as he looks to clinch the F30826 Tech 3's Jonas Folger will miss this weekend's Japanese Grand Prix due to illness, and is thought unlikely to return for the Motopo 748 Primus. Charles Leclerc wrapped up the Formula 2 crown at Jerez last weekend, with a round to spare, as he took his 8th pole. F20522 join reigning world champion Nico Rosberg for a behind-the-scenes glimpse into his weekend at the Japanese Grand Prix, as he F1 1737 Williams has confirmed that Robert Kubica has completed a successful day of testing at Silverstone on Wednesday, as part of F1